Hi and welcome to Guitar for Lefties. I'm Don from Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and I am putting together a series of short videos on guitar playing for left-handers. If you're right-handed, you might be able to learn a few things too, but I have a specific focus on left-handed guitar playing since that's what I do. I wanted to address the question today, should I play left-handed or right-handed? And if you're just starting out, that's a question that you need to think about. I've got a couple questions for you to ask you as you consider that. First is, are you left-handed? That's the obvious one. If you are, there's a good chance that you should play the guitar left-handed. But a second question is, what feels natural to you? To hold the guitar this way or to hold it this way? You say, well, I don't know what feels natural. Here's a test. I call it the air guitar test. If a big rockin' song comes on the radio and you're in a silly mood and you just want to pretend you're playing the guitar, how do you do it? Do you stick your right arm out and then strum vigorously over your midsection with your left hand? If so, that probably means that you're naturally wanting to play the guitar left-handed. But if you stick your left arm out and strum vigorously with your right hand over your midsection, that might indicate that what's more natural for you is to play right-handed. Or you could try this with a broom. Just pretend you're playing the guitar. What happens automatically without thinking of it? If it feels natural to play left-handed, there's probably a reason for that. I don't know, brain, left brain, right brain. I don't know, but I would go with that if that's what feels natural. That was how I made my decision. Do you have a left-handed instrument? If you do, that's good. If not, they're not as hard to come by as they used to be, but that would be another factor. Another question is, have you already begun to learn some of the guitar right-handed? If so, you have to evaluate if it's worth starting over. If you've learned a bunch of different chord shapes and strumming patterns or scales right-handed, it might feel really frustrating to go back to zero and start from scratch playing left-handed. So you have to think about that too. The other consideration is, are you okay being in the minority? Because we left-handed guitar players are in the minority. There's not as many left-handed guitars out there. There's not as many instructional materials geared towards a left-handed player. It's just like all of life. We have had to adapt to being lefties in a right-handed world. But if you're okay with that, you'll go to your friend's house. He's got a guitar. You won't be able to play it. Of course, the upside of that is, if you're protective about your instrument, no one will be able to borrow it from you either, right? But that's another consideration. Are you okay being the minority? So to sum it up, should I play left-handed, my guitar left-handed? Yes, if you're starting out totally from scratch. 2, if you have access to a left-handed instrument. 3, if it feels natural to hold it this way. And then finally, are you willing to adapt and be a lefty in a right-handed world? If so, then you should probably play left-handed. I invite your comments and questions here on YouTube, or if you want to write me by email, guitarforlefties@gmail.com. Guitar, the number 4, lefties @gmail.com. Thanks for listening.